Epic Review is doing a review for Lufia, the Fortress of Doom on the Super Nintendo. There are epic, legendary masterpieces. So many great RPG games, especially from this era, like Final Fantasy and Chrono Trigger and ActRaiser and Breath of Fire and Secret of Evermore, and the list just goes on and on. And then there's complete bullshit like that. This is... okay. There were a lot of great RPG games in this era. It was the golden age of RPGs. But then there were a lot of really sucky RPG games from this era as well that just tried to copy the good ones. And that's what Lufia is. Lufia feels like one of those random, mediocre RPG games about heroes standing up against evil and all that crap. So, let me try getting into the gameplay. It's an RPG game, so I doubt if I will. Lufia tells a mediocre story. At the mediocre ends of the world. I never thought the apocalypse would become so mediocre. Well, it has, after games like Lufia have come out. Okay, skip this shit. I mean, really, you got your dumb main character who falls in love with a dumb girl, and you got the dumb evil one. You got the dumb world coming to its stupid end. You got all the traditional, sterile mediocreness of a mediocre RPG game. I don't know if I've ever played a game quite as mediocre as Lufia. I mean, you got your floating islands and just everything. I don't think there is a single thing in this game that is even remotely original. It just copies everything from older stories or games. Even the combat, which I'll try to get into at this cutscene will ever end. I mean, seriously, there's even someone called Guy. Guy was a character in one of the early Final Fantasy games. A Final Fantasy game before this one, I know that for sure. I think it was 2. And the terrible writing, terrible story, magic, users and warriors, and all the crap. The hero, and the dorky kid who eventually becomes the next hero. Seriously, I could just go on and on. The terrible level design, your creepy stalkers that follow you around while you're moving, the start screens that are nearly impossible to get out of. And let's take a look at the combat. Is this lame or what? The combat is like, it uses the same command system as Shining Force. The same exact command system. It wasn't even like they tried to cover it up. It's the same exact command system. You don't even get any cool, like, scenes or anything during the battles. It's just like these cardboard cutouts posing around and stuff. And all the usual crap, gold, experience points, all the RPG crap is all here. It's a boring game. And it won't hold your interest for very long at all. I really can't find any redeeming value in this game. And somehow this game also managed to make the combat, like, make you, like, not want to level up. Like, in other RPGs, like Chrono Trigger, you enjoy the grinding through level ups. That's an awesome feeling because you care about your character so much and you want them just to become stronger and stronger. And in this game, you don't even care because your characters are like robots. They don't feel like normal people. They don't feel like people at all. They just feel like computer programs. And the music is almost as stagnant as the gameplay. I mean, really. I think they actually remade this game for the DS. I really don't understand why. It may have been the second game in the series, actually. I'm not sure about that. This is a Super Nintendo game, by the way, in case you don't know. Super Nintendo game, well, don't bother with this one. You'll have more fun playing Final Fantasy 2, or 4, as I like to call it, for the millionth time than playing this game. Hell, you'll have more fun playing your own pen and paper RPG game that you made in your basement than playing this suckfest of a game. I think a 3-year-old could write a story better than this one. Lufia, the Fortress of Doom, gets a pathetic 2.5 out of 10. Thanks for listening. Watch another one of my videos.